Her name was Amritaswarupananda Devi from India, but she is known to her millions of followers as Amma, which means mother. Amma is a spiritual leader, and her international organization Embracing the World undertakes humanitarian and charitable works in 30 countries.
After the tsunami struck, Amma's Amritapuri ashram became the center of the relief operations, despite the fact that the ashram itself was badly damaged by the floodwaters.
Were a couple of generous gifts made public today by famous people, and an Indian religious figure, the so-called hugging saint, has said she will give $22 million.
She has embraced 26 million people, but she has done this as an action not only of giving, but as an action of example. An example of giving and of goodness, of thoughtfulness, and of waiting on others.
I feel that it's a great honor to share a platform with a woman who is so remarkable. She believes that God does not discriminate between the sexes. And I believe that she stands here in front of us, God's love in a human body.
At a public forum held in Toronto at the DoubleTree Hilton Hotel on July 15th, long queues of her followers waited patiently in lines for their chance to embrace Amma. Amma has transformed the simple physical act of a hug into a multidimensional symbol of love. As her trademark tool of connection, a hug, or darshan, is valued as a transfer of energy, an expression of support, a blessing.
I'll tell you about my personal experience. My husband was diagnosed with lung cancer. He passed away 2 years ago. And Amma helped my daughter and myself to get through this emotional time, to find the strength in understanding what death is all about, and to keep strong in, in our belief and in our faith, and to just go on doing the work that we do. And that in itself is for me a personal good teaching. If you go for a darshan, and I would encourage you to do that, it's a blessing, and you'll find that you receive this unconditional love. It's a warm feeling that you get, and it's really hard to explain. It's something that you have to experience, and I think most of the people here, those who have got that embrace, have already felt that, and those who are waiting for their embrace, I think they're waiting for the same feeling in anticipation, and the energy is good, and the vibration is good, and that's basically what you're feeling.
Darshan is a word that means contact with a great being, where there's like an energetic exchange. And in the case of Amma, we use that word to relate to her hug and the blessings that come with that. In the larger context, darshan reflects even just the blessing of the sight of a great being, or hearing the voice of a great being, or seeing a great being. So even though we look forward to the hug, if you simply go sit and watch, you are all the time receiving Amma's blessing of her darshan. She's attuned to each individual, I'd say energetically, to see the past, the present, the future, everything that brings you to this moment and everything that is needed. And she and others like her have the ability to be of help in a way that's profoundly individual. My husband took me to her the first time. We had met the year before, and it was in the Chicago Indian temple, the Hindu temple. I didn't know anything. I kind of stumbled into her arms and didn't have any overwhelming experience, but for the year after, I continually felt her blessing. I could feel her vibration in my being, really. I could hear the murmur of her voice in my ear. I could smell rose petals, that's the truth. And that's got to get your attention.
So, to me, Amma is like my second mother. She has helped me through many rough times. I first met Amma when my dad was really sick, and I looked to her for strength, and she gave me strength and courage, and I saw his passing with Amma. So for me, she is more than just a spiritual leader. She has endless compassion and is very, very no matter what your problem is, she makes you feel better when you have her darshan. So.
Does she inspire you to serve others?
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think with getting involved with the center and with Amma's teachings, I've learned more to give back to the community. I'm a part of our Ayuth, which is Amma's youth, and a part of the Canadian branch where we do a lot of service and outreach. We plant trees, we help with the bread baskets and soup kitchens. So we as a youth have learned to give back more, much like Amma gives back to every day of her life. So absolutely, Amma's teachings is essential and I take them a part of my life every day.
We asked Amma through her senior disciple, a Swami, what was the meaning of the hug?
So basically, I'm transmitting the energy of pure love into people,
okay,
which will awaken the love within them, the motherly qualities within them. So this is not just a physical hug, but it helps people awaken into pure love. Just as a ladder has several rungs to it, love has several rungs. So from the lowest to the highest, that's the purpose. Taking people from the lowest. This helps people to journey from the lowest point of love to the highest point of love.
Okay.
So just as there are different types of water, there is ordinary water, then there is lukewarm water, hot water, boiled water. And boiled water means it will have no germs. It will, it's pure water, pure drinking water.
Yeah.
So pure love is like pure water, pure drinking water. So basically people, they come with a completely different attitude. They're completely open and they are receptive.
Yeah.
So they're able to experience that pure love here.
Finally, this reporter was summoned for a hug. No cameras on me. It was about a 20-second hug. We were both quite warm. She rubbed my back, and we pulled away, and she pulled me toward her one more time, and out of force of habit, I gave her a kiss on the cheek. I immediately thought, probably shouldn't have done that. But as I walked away, she reached into a basket and gave me an apple, and I was told that was a treat. So, no harm done.
Education Summit for distance education. Best project for distance education.